Straight out the boot room to Wembley, our second home. We come to conquer, no, we never walk alone. We dominate the cream of the crop, drawing all our strength from the roar of the cock. It's all for one and one for all. Pass a move, we're talking total football. Here we go again, Roy's red machine. Liverpool, the greatest team the world has ever seen. Pass a move, it's the Liverpool crew. Pass a move, it's the Liverpool crew. Pass a move, 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 it's the Liverpool crew.
Hello and welcome back to the Liverpool Groove. It's been a week since nothing got announced at all. Nothing happened whatsoever. It's been no monumental news in the last 7 days, thankfully. So nothing to really talk about there. How are we, Jay?
I'm a long way since Friday.
Yeah, definitely. Emotions were running high on that episode. Well, for Jay at least, anyway. I tried my best to keep level-headed. Think I'd done an all right job, like Jay
you
was
made content,
inconsolable.
I chat to you, shocker. And don't get me wrong, still fucking hurting, but it's I don't.
No, anyway, let's not talk about it. Let's not get into that again. But yeah, it's the announcement is, like I said last time, it's shaking the club, the fans, everything to its core. But he seems, Klopp, he seems content with his decision. So we've just got to try and move on, and more importantly, enjoy the rest of the season, because the two games that have followed since that announcement have been phenomenal. So let's get into them. We'll talk about the Norwich game first and foremost. And it was exactly the performance I expected. Bit disappointed we conceded two, especially the manner of them. The first one, kind of anyone can score that, but that second goal, hats off to you. If you can beat Alisson from that distance, you deserve your goal.
Yeah, we actually all stood up and clapped that, and I'm going to be honest with you. Due to the blare of the news on Friday, I totally forgot we played Norwich, and I can't even remember being at the match. To a point where I'm fucking struggling. I'll struggle to talk about it. Got absolutely tanked on Friday night when he announced he was leaving. Recovered Saturday, went to match Sunday, was drinking on the wall. I had a couple of pints on the wall, went in the ground, had a couple of pints. Just spent my whole time in the cop singing me fucking heart out. I don't think I've seen the game. I just was full of emotion. Obviously, you've probably seen the flag. I was fucking nearly a blubber, a mess old and narrow. Jurgen lives forever. That got a nod of approval from a load of fans, which was nice. It was just pure emotional thing. That I messaged Claire's Customs on Friday night, just saying I need something for the match Sunday. I need to show them what we're all thinking. Because I said, do Jurgen lives forever. She done it on. She was like, I don't know where to get material from. I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? I'll use a bed sheet. I've got balls and ours, and we just got it together. Got the ground. Went to go in the ground, and the steward went to me, "What's that, mate?" And I went, "What's it look like?" And he went, "Can I see what's on it?" I said, "I didn't really want you to be the first to see it. I wanted Jurgen to be the first to see it." So I showed him. He went, "That's boss that. Go ahead." So I went, took it in, lad, 2 wooden poles and a bed sheet. So I'm not surprised. But you just caught me off guard, sorry, because I totally forgot we played Norwich. So yeah, last weekend was a complete blur. I've got off early from work Friday. Didn't go to work Saturday. Didn't go to work Sunday. Didn't go to work Monday. And when they asked me why I was off work, I think my text message was that a man that I've never met before has broke my heart, and I can't. And they just put, "You're mad. Are you in Tuesday?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll definitely be there Tuesday." So I'm on my way to that now. But yeah, Norwich.
Yeah. Norwich was a game of football that happened.
We won.
Norwich is a game of football that happened. No, I've done you a favour by not, posting that picture you sent to me at 3 a.m. Not of me, to me, sorry, of you at 3 a.m, neck and God knows what at that time. So yeah,
When was that?
I don't even. You sent it to me the other day. I can't remember, but I've kept that to myself. Thankfully.
Was I in ours?
Think so, yeah. Must have been the Friday.
So I've come home. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I can't remember.
Could have been any of the nights.
So it was that bad Friday that Josh messaged me and we were talking and I said, how do you fancy, getting together tonight and having a little bevy to mourn him? And he was like, 100%, yeah. So we brought his bed down. The two girls just had a chat. We just talked about Jurgen and the good times, the memories we've made, the trips we've been on together, which people forget, it's not just about the man leaving. It's part of our life. And yeah, I had a good bevy. They got off probably about 2:30. So whatever drink I've been drinking, I must have finished and sent you a picture. Saturday, can't remember much of it. Sunday, got up and we cracked on. I don't know, a few pints, but it literally could have been horrific. Horrific. It could have been horrific, lad, because I was in that rut where I couldn't be asked going to work whatsoever. Just when I was thinking about it, my head was racing. When I didn't have a bevy, I couldn't sleep. I was just seeing Jurgen Klopp and relive moments. I can't explain it, lad. It's bizarre. But
people would think you're a psychopath right now. If they
honestly,
listen to this out of context, they would think you need sectioning.
I know, it's crazy, but I literally was having nightmares in there. I was closing my eyes and trying to go to sleep. I don't think I slept properly, but I think because I drank that much as well, that hasn't helped.
No, definitely not.
I got myself back to normal Tuesday. Started feeling again Wednesday. I think today we've had a phone call and I've started singing a little bit today.
Yeah.
Again, that ring of fire going round, and again you go to football and you realise that there's a bigger picture, and the man decides to leave. There's fuck all we can do about it. Liverpool is first and foremost, and we've got to find a way to get on with it and put the club first. And that's how I felt when we played Chelsea. I felt like it was about Liverpool Football Club, and it wasn't about Klopp. It was about us in the title charge, going to do business, and that's how I'm going to try and feel for the remainder of the season. But yeah, we played Norwich. We won.
Well, look, there wasn't a great deal to talk about with Norwich earlier. As I say, I think overall the performance was what we expected. We put a few goals past them. McConnell, played really well on his first start. Conor Bradley, we'll be talking about an awful lot on this one, I feel, was great against Norwich. But yeah, it was comfortable. We know I was going to say we know we've got in the next round now, but we don't. It's still got to go to a replay, I think, Southampton or Watford. So, yeah, it's through to the next round. Good draw no matter what in the next round. So that's what you want. You want to.
Who scored for us? Chris Jones got one, didn't he?
Yeah, he got the first from McConnell's cross. To be honest,
scored a header.
Yeah,
and we didn't know who'd scored.
Right, okay.
We didn't know who it was who'd scored until they announced it.
Okay, that's odd, but fair enough.
Up the end of the pitch.
So, all right, okay, fair enough. That makes sense. So, goal scorers for us. I'm just getting it up because I couldn't remember fully myself. Jones, Nunez, Jota, Van Dijk, Gravenberch.
Yeah, so actually, Jones had a Nunez.
No.
Van Dijk was a belter header.
Yeah. Gravenberch was a tap-in. Who set him up? I want to say Nunez.
I think Nunez.
No, Bradley. It was Bradley.
Can't really recall the game.
I remember the Gravenberch one, actually. Yeah, it got hit across. Bradley's volleyed it into the floor, and Gravenberch headed it in back post. And
I'm not even being like Billy Big Ball saying, "Oh, I was blabbed and all that." It wasn't a case of that. It was a case of me interest was in just being there, sort of thing. But it was just weird thing. But yeah, Chelsea was different.
Yeah, so let's go on to Chelsea then, because as I say, the FA Cup one, Norwich was pretty much routine, except for the goal. As I say, their second goal was great. Fair play, great goal. Good occasion for Klopp as well. Obviously, their manager David Wagner was his best man and all that. There was a lot of story with them there, so it was nice to, I think especially after he'd made the announcement as well, just to sort of have a mate there as well must have been nice for him on that day, kind of thing. But Chelsea, 7 draws in a row with them in all competitions, and I genuinely just was expecting another draw, and then we just flew out the blocks and didn't stop.
Everyone says Chelsea and they go, "Oh, I don't want to get them in the final. Hate playing them. It's going to be 0-0." Sorry. Didn't feel like that at all. I didn't feel like that was going to be the case. I felt like we had fire in our belly and we were gonna charge at them. I just didn't want it to be like the United game where we commit too soon and realise that it's not working how we're playing and have to change shit and they can just sit in and defend. But it was an absolute demolition of them. We were fantastic from the very first whistle. The atmosphere, the Spine Cop lads done a flag night. It looked brilliant. The atmosphere from the Cop was spot on. But I was in the upper main stand, lad, like near the top of that. It was like being in a different stadium watching the match. The view was awesome because you can see everything.
Yeah.
But you're expecting the worst when you go up there. Like proper tourist.
What like atmosphere was?
Atmosphere shite. Oh, it was brilliant. Fair play to everyone who was in there. It was absolutely bouncing. There was people standing up. It was class. So fair play to everyone who went, because I don't mind when people are recording the game and that, when they're still singing and dancing and getting involved. And there was loads of that going on, but they were still vocal. They were still supporting the team. And it was, there was points where there was a few that didn't know songs. They were just banging chairs and making noise, and that's brilliant. That's all we want.
Yeah. I mean, I said that, to be fair, when we done the episode after Klopp made his announcements last week. I said, the ground will be bouncing for Norwich, it'll be bouncing for Chelsea, and I think it's going to be like that all season now. The players look like they've got something extra in them because of the news, and I think the fans will get that as well.
Yeah, I think, don't get me wrong, without the Klopp news, we're in a title charge, we're on for 4 trophies, so we should be up for it. We shouldn't be turning up to games like Norwich and going, it's only Norwich, we'll blow these away. We don't get behind the team. There's young lads who haven't kicked a ball for us before, who want to experience that atmosphere. Give them it. Fucking give them it. And say Conor Bradley got it, the decibels for his song. I think Trent will be sat there jealous. Curtis Jones will be sat there jealous. Some of the other younger lads who came through will be sat there thinking, fucking hell, I've not had that. And he deserves it. But yeah, atmosphere was spot on, but it felt like a cold in Anfield. It felt like we were right up for it from the first whistle. You've seen like them trying to huddle together to the point they forgot the mascot. That's fucking awful.
Yeah, it was terrible. That.
The atmosphere we done it to United a few seasons back. I don't know if it was the Europa League game years and years ago. And you knew we'd won from the first fucking whistle. As soon as that walk alone happened and you see their reaction to it, the game's settled. And I felt like that. I just felt like we were going to be too good for them. And then we started. The press, fighting for the ball, going in hard. We were just hungry, lads, and some of the football was stunning as well.
Yeah. I mean, the only bit of the game they really had was when we made the 4 subs. Took a little bit of time for them to get going, and they had a little spell where they got their goal, but other than that, even then, we settled and battered them again. But I think, I said it at the time, I think it was a mistake to make 4 subs in one go. I understand why he done it, because we were 3-0 up and you thought, right, it's a chance to rest them for Sunday, but it broke our rhythm up a little bit too much. And I say, he recovered and got it back after sort of 10 minutes or so, but it was just, at the time, just because of what we've been used to with Liverpool over the years, they got that goal and I was like, it's not going to happen. It's not happening. It's just not. I had to convince myself that not more was going to come of it. And I say, thankfully, we did recover and get another one. But it was just, felt like too much all at once.
Yeah, it was, definitely. I think it wasn't even a case of him being cocky. It was just saving legs for the weekend. But, the bench was awesome. But I don't think it matters who you bring on. You bring Pele and Messi on, Ronaldinho and Zidane all at the same time, your rhythm's fucked. So it didn't matter who came on. The whole rhythm went to pot for 5-10 minutes. They still didn't look that dangerous, but they targeted Trent, which pissed me off. Just Conor Bradley, no one went past him once. He was fucking unbelievable. But yeah, I think you'd expect that 4 substitutions, 4 lads coming on cold. They're going to get a little foothold in the game. And they did for 5-7 minutes maybe. They scored the goal. It put us on edge. It's fucking bizarre. Like, the way we played, the way we defended, we completely controlled the game, and one little cock up like that and your ass was falling out. You're 3-1 up at home. Atmosphere's mad. And then it goes all shaky then. You're on edge. And we did have a shaky 5 minutes, but then we just took control again.
Yeah, definitely. So we've mentioned him a couple of times, and we will come on to this in a minute. Obviously, there's talking points outside of the game. Paul Tierney, you know, a lot of questions about him, but for once, had a
What a guy!
very good game.
I
Obviously,
hate him. But what a
obviously
guy.
from our point of view, I felt he had an okay game, but we've got to talk about the decisions that he did or didn't give. So first half, Conor Gallagher, penalty or no penalty?
If it's against us, I want a penalty. I want it. But when they've looked at it and they've gone, he hasn't got complete control of the ball, and it looks like he sort of sticks his leg out to catch the defender as well. That's a hit or a miss one.
I don't think that was a penalty. I
I
think
think
Van Dijk.
I think if it gets given, you sort of like, fucking, that's a stupid one, that. But I can sort of also not argue with it. But likewise, when I first seen it on the telly, I was like, oh my God. And then I seen it and seen it and seen it and seen it and seen it. From the ground, from that eye up, head was in hands, just penalty. But
yeah. For me, I don't think Van Dijk has made any movement towards Gallagher with his leg. I just think his leg has stayed in the same place, and Gallagher has ran into his leg. Like,
it's out a bit.
That for me isn't it. That just wasn't a penalty. I think he got that one spot on, in my opinion. Lead up to Conor Bradley's goal. There's obviously talk of Jota, foul and Chilwell. I think it was a 50-50. It wasn't a foul either way.
Yeah, I think they were both fouls. They're fouling each other. But that's why I never got not stopped, because they were fouling each other. You can't see who started it. They've both got hands on each other. You can't disallow a goal like that when, regardless of fucking, you could have put Chilwell on a jetpack and moved Jota out of the situation. He's not getting back to him. So makes no difference whatsoever what happens there.
Yeah. And then the other one, obviously, well, our penalty that we obviously missed. I don't think there was any question about that. He, stood on his foot. It was clear. I don't know what the referee view was like, but he must have had a good one because he gave it straight away. I've looked at it and confirmed. I don't think there was any issues with that one myself.
That's another one. I think I'm the same as the Gallagher one with that. If that's against us and it gets given, I'll be kicking off. I think I'll be kicking off because it's stupid, but I'd also understand why it's being given. So obviously for us, it's a penalty. So
yeah. And then obviously the other one, Van Dijk again on Nkunku. I think we massively got away with that one, I'll be honest.
It's a stone wall, lad. There's not even, I don't know where the debate is. Like, if you analyse that to the Jota one, where like the players have come from behind, Jota's got complete control of the ball, so I get it, but he has as well.
Yeah.
He's got the ball, he's touched it into a path where he can turn and lay a pass off, or probably even spin and get a shot off. And Van Dijk's just, it's like what you used to do in school. If someone had the 2 feet and was leaning against the wall, you'd kick the 2 feet, so they fall over. He's done that to his trailing leg. So I think, as soon as we seen the name Paul Tierney, our asses went. I think he's owed us one. I don't think it's being intentional, but he's maybe let the atmosphere get to him. He's known what it was going to be like and how hostile it was going to be. How probably not arse Klopp is if he gets fucking fined or sacked. So he's probably just thought, I'm doing what's best here. I think fair play.
No, I both agree with that one. No, Stonewall, definitely.
But also, like, you can't take away from the fact that I don't think whatever happened on the day, if they'd have got a penalty, we'd have scored another one anyway.
Yeah.
I think we were just that in control. I think we took our foot off the gas a little bit. We never let them get in the game, but the moments they did have, it was sort of us backing off. The goal they scored was us backing off. No one committed to the ball. I thought it was just, no matter what was going to happen on that day, if we played for fucking 400 minutes, 500 minutes, we were winning the game.
Yeah. It seemed like seemed like a foregone conclusion, didn't it? Let's come on to the positives then, because there's only one man to really talk about. We've already mentioned him a couple of times, and the greatest Northern Irish footballer of all time, Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher. Goodbye. I am ending this podcast for good.
How do you edit podcasts?
I don't. That's the problem. Conor Bradley. I'm keeping you on your toes. I'm just making sure you're still focused. You know, you had a rough week last week. I've got to make sure you're all there. Um, yeah, no, Conor Bradley, what a player. Just he's sensational.
the only the only word you can really use for him, and I don't want to get over the top, but it's how we responded when Trent come into the fold. It's just ridiculous. He reminds me of Andy Robbo, though.
Yeah.
He reminds me of when you watch them from afar, from that far where you need binoculars. He just runs. He's committed defensively to like Andy Robbo.
Yeah.
His first thought in his game is defensively, which is unbelievable because he's so good going forward as well. He's got everything. He plays the game basic. He doesn't overthink anything. He doesn't overdo anything. He plays a pass and he fucks off up that wing and he wants it back. He sees that they're on the attack and he just swings his foot round. Like I've seen tackles with like Mark Lawrenson and that. Alan Hansen, players like that where they're behind you and he somehow managed to swing the leg around and win the ball fairly, and he's got that in the locker as well. He's sensational, lad. And like when he started playing the other day and he made a tackle and then he had a tussle where it was like the ball was bouncing and he got in front of the Chelsea player, one possession, sent us on our way. I just said to our Chris, a star is born, lad. He's a star. He's going to be a superstar.
Yeah.
And the fact that he is a Liverpool fan from a young age as well, you know, that worry of, has he got a dream club who might come in for him? That's gone. I didn't realise he was 20. I thought he was 16, but that's even better because there's no question of him staying in that team now.
Yeah.
This is going to sound absolutely fucking ludicrous, but you cannot give Trent that right back at the minute. You can't. You can't.
I was going to ask you about that, like, but
you honestly you can't do it because of how reassuring he is from a defensive point of view. We're so much better at the back with him there. He's fucking awesome. So, if there's a moment, it happened after the Fulham game. We all spoke and said that this is the chance now. Trent goes in midfield because you've got a right back good enough to support. I don't think you can take him out the team. I honestly don't.
It's mad, isn't it? Like, but you know, he pocketed 3 separate players on the night. He put 3 different players on him over the course of the night, and he pocketed every single one of them. You know,
he was outstanding though. Isn't even. I can't. The atmosphere speaks for itself. I've never witnessed that for a young lad. When it wasn't just because of his goal either. It was just overall performance in everything he's done since he's come into the team. He had that.
The crowd was giving him the Nunez treatment. Every little thing he done, there's only one Conor Bradley. So, and just every little thing. And he was doing the same with Nunez when he done every little thing as well. But like, we've had no one else this season who's had that treatment from the crowd. You know what I mean? Like, Nunez gets it for everything. Nunez gets it when he misses the ball. Like,
no, that frustrates me, but it's great for him because he knows. I think we'll get on to Nunez in a bit, but he knows no matter what he does or what he does right, what he does wrong, we're there for him. And that's how it's got to be. It's going to be like that until something drastic happens. But yeah, with Conor Bradley, he's, as a right back, I think I've seen someone else say it as well. He's like a Steve Finnan. And Steve Finnan is one of those players who goes right under the radar. He's up there with one of our best right backs.
Yeah, he was great.
He was unbelievable. He done it. He kept it simple. Done his job. And Bradley does the same. But for a kid of that age, the energy he's got, the engine he's got, the strength he's got to knock people off the ball, his timing for a tackle, his timing for a pass, his ability to get in behind. He's fucking boss, lad.
So the big question now is then, when are we getting a Conor Bradley t-shirt?
Too soon. There's the players who've been there, like Joe Gomez, who haven't got one yet, lad. So I'm going to wait. Joe Gomez.
Hey, but to be fair, he's got a goal before Joe Gomez, as everybody else seems to.
Imagine Joe Gomez, lad.
Joe Gomez must be fuming. Like, Quanta's come in, took his centre-back place this season, and then he's gone and scored a goal for us before him. And then now we've got Conor Bradley there, and he's thinking, right, there's someone else who's took one of my places, and then the cunt's gone and scored as well. Like, he can't catch a break, Gomez, can he? In that sense,
he'll definitely score, but that's not his game.
No,
What we
no.
don't want to do is put this pressure on him where he feels like he's got to score and he's got to shoot from stupid places. I think Klopp said the same. He's shooting from daft places, so stop it. Basically, he'll get a tap in, lad. He'll get a tap in. Carabao Cup final, telling you.
I just think whenever we decide to give Joe Gomez a new contract, don't put a length on it. Just put until he scores, and then he'll never ever
want to
retire.
score. But just talking about Joe Gomez, lad, as I've said before on here, and you know yourself, since his injury, I've been on his back a little bit. There was points where I've said it's probably ready time for him to go. Sick of him backtracking and like always making mistakes and having to kill himself to fix it. And that's gone out of his game. He's got back to the Joe Gomez when we won the league. He's back to his best. He's found his peak again, and he deserves to be on the pitch as well. So, fucking fantastic. It's great to have a squad with the depth we've got now. You've got Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robbo coming back, but at this moment in time, the way the defence has been, as we have been as a unit, I don't think you change the fullbacks at the minute.
No, I
think
agree.
Both lads merit to stay in the team.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is, you look at Quanta, who just mentioned there, and then someone like Conor Bradley, and the way these kids have just come into the team seemingly out of nowhere and have cemented themselves as first team regulars now. Obviously not going to start as many games as the ones that edited them, but the in the squad now, the regular squad members. One, I think it gives a lot of confidence to the young lads coming through. We were getting smaller chances, like McConnell's, like Luke Chambers has been on the bench. Owen Beck, we recalled him, played him a little bit, and then sent him back again. It's like it gives all these a lot of confidence that they can go on and do the same. But also, I think it'll settle so many fans now. I think when you've seen how well they've come in and done, you're going to get less fans going, well, why are we playing this kid, or what's he doing in there? I think it'll start turning a lot of fans, as opposed to not wanting massive signings all the time, because we've got these kids coming in and saving us 40, 50 mil in a position. Like Quanta and Conor Bradley save us 100 mil there straight away.
Yeah, I think you'll always have the chasers who will, anyone who's worth money, they'd rather have than a quality young player. They're just idiots. But yeah, nail on the head, lads. And this is what I don't want to say it, but remember when Klopp was in the and
how do you always manage to bring it back to that, lad?
No, because he just had this smugness about him. That's why I was so shocked about him announcing he was leaving, lad. He had this smugness about him, like, I know something you don't know, sort of thing. And like, look at the season.
Yeah, that's what he knew he was leaving.
Yeah, fucking hell. But it's like, yeah, why go out and panic buy? Spend 50 mil on a centre half when you've got kids there. And just say, when we look at the bench thing is all about names. You look at a bench and you go, fucking hell, he's a no one, he's a no one, he's a no one. If we're not winning with the first 11, we're going to struggle. But I think we're past that point now. If Van Dijk gets injured and Quanta's coming on, you're like, so be it, Sam. If Trent's not playing and Conor Bradley's there, fine. If Joe Gomez is coming on left back, fine. And then you've got your midfielder like Szoboszlai, Jones, Elliott, Gravenberch, fucking Enzo when he's back, Thiago, McAllister, who has been fucking sensational, by the way.
He's been tremendous.
The bench is awesome, and I'm going to touch wood. Our strength and depth is the best in the league at the minute, and I think if we can keep our players fit and we utilise them as and when we should, which obviously Klopp knows how to do, but the likes of that, bringing players off when you're 3-0 up and maybe do 2 next time, not 4.
Yeah.
But during spells, and you're bringing that type of quality on, like the push for the leagues only get bigger and better. You're bringing players back from, injury like McAllister and Endo's to come back and Mo Salah's to come back. And yeah, it's fucking Thiago's back in the fold, and the video they've released at them is like, give him a contract. He's fucking ridiculous.
Everyone's done a complete 360 within there, like, because even you last episode before last, you were like, I'm not asked. Don't care about him anymore. Liverpool put one video out, you're like, give him a lifetime contract.
Not that, it's frustrating because he's like having a fucking Aston Martin up your path, but it's got no engine in it.
Yeah.
It's you know what I mean? It looks fucking lovely, brilliant, but it's not. You can't do nothing with it. But
Yeah.
when he's in that team, lad, he's magnificent. So again, man managing. I don't think he fits our system with the way we play at the minute, with the pressing, with the killing ourselves to win games. But he fits for 20 minutes when you want to unlock a defence. You want to find something out of the ordinary. You want to produce a bit of magic. He's your man. Go and do it. So, yeah, all day, get him in the squad. Can't wait to see him. Thiago.
No, I mean, yeah, the video just really makes you just want him back in that squad straight away. But he looks sharp. He always does. He's the type of player who he could miss fucking 3 years on the spin and come back into training and look that sharp on day one. He's just that. He's that luxury player, isn't he? That every squad you can afford one of them kind of thing. I always say, like you've just said, he doesn't really fit our system. I think every squad can afford one player who doesn't fit your system in any way, but he's just too good. You've got to have him, and I think he's that.
100%. I just think we can't fall into the trap of going, it's Thiago, he has to start.
Yeah.
I don't think that midfield works, but in certain games, say, but when you've got a midfield who's strong and they're going to run through the middle and they're going to attack us, if you're playing a team that's going to play out wide, yeah, get them in there. But you've got teams that are going to steamroll us through the middle. You can't afford it.
I think what's great about this midfield now, as opposed to the one we had last season, let's say, is you could put Thiago in the midfield, put McAllister and Szoboszlai either side of him, or McAllister and Jones, two players who are going to work their ass off all game, do his running for him, essentially, create a lot of space for him, and give him a little bit of. We've seen what he can do with no space. Give him a bit of space. If them two running off him, and he's danger, lad. He's an absolute fucking menace. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he does fit in with this current midfield, because, like you said, I mean, on current form, it's hard to see where he does get into it anyway. Like, but it what an option to have.
It's a hard task at the minute. The midfield doesn't pick itself. It varies, and it's great, but I don't know what our best midfield is.
No, I don't.
I still don't know. Szoboszlai's completely dropped off.
All I know is it definitely, to be honest, for me, it definitely includes McAllister and Jones.
Yeah, but that McAllister and Jones, and then like I made a comment saying, McAllister can't start ahead of Endo, but then Endo's out the fold and McAllister's in, and you can't take McAllister out the team because he's been that good. So it's just it's brilliant to have, though.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great to have boss players, and if one player plays 1 week, he'll shoot the system. Whoever plays shoots the system. But I think Thiago's the only one who hinders us a little bit in system format. But he's so good.
Yes,
Imagine Nunez running off him, lad. Or Diaz one side, Sal the other side. Nunez getting in behind with Thiago being able to have that freedom. McAllister being able to have that freedom. So at the moment, based on form, and it's fucking hard, be hard to say, but I'll probably start Endo as the 6 and have McAllister and Thiago if he was going to start either side of each other. Yeah. But it's our last on Jones, because Jones has done the whole wrong. So it's brilliant to have it, lad. Brilliant situation to have.
Yeah, don't envy Klopp at all in that situation. Must say. Let's talk about the most unluckiest football player on the planet, Mr. Chaos himself, Darwin Nunez. What is it? 12 times he's at the bar or post this season now.
12 times. The next one,
8 more than anyone else. Yeah. Yeah, it's just unlucky, isn't he? Like, the only 2 of them were saved on Wednesday. Obviously the penalty, and then the header that I just don't get it. But then you look at the composure and like the pinpoint they had for that cross for Diaz's goal, and it's like, there it is. You've got it. Just do it when you're shooting as well. Like, it's just, he's the most perplexing, odd, mad ball fucking bastard of a footballer I've ever come across in my life.
Can't explain him, lad. I've lost words for him. Like, I didn't watch the penalty. I knew he was missing. I knew Darwin Nunez was missing the penalty. I had no faith in him.
First one he's ever missed as well, though. That's just standard, isn't it? Yeah, first one he's ever missed.
I knew he was missing it, and then like I seen his run up, and I seen him like edge towards the left, and then lean, and I went, fuck it. I turned away and knew he was missing it. I don't know why he was on it.
I thought it should have been Szoboszlai myself, like, but And but then Nunez has took pens for us this season in the Europa League. So.
The best finisher probably, if for us, if not in the league, is Jota. Jota should be taking penalties, but you know that's the system. You can't get on his back. Just hopefully that's the strike that you're not on the next one. If Salah's not here, you're not on the next one. Sound, thanks. But I've seen him getting loads of shit, and I've seen him getting loads of support, and seen him people dramatising the chances he has had. The first one, where I think the keeper's tipped onto the bar, hasn't he?
Tipped it onto the bar, yeah.
Onto the bar. That's reckless, raw madness. But I don't think you're not expecting him to just side foot that into the bottom corner there.
No, not at all.
It's just Nunez. He's just whacked it as hard as he can. If it's onside, if the keeper's not, it's in. So that's a half chance. There's no one in the world who should be scoring that. But he was close enough. The second one was the same.
The second one was just a really good save.
The keeper saved it. He's hit it probably too good. He's hit it too well across goal, and it's helped the keeper. But the penalty is woeful. Yeah. But if that's an inch and a half to the side, you're going, oh, fucking, that's what a penalty. What a penalty. So that's just luck of the draw with the penalty. Just them mad run-ups when you're struggling for a goal. It's just fucking, I hate it.
Just tow you. Run straight down the middle, tow you.
Yeah, just whack it as hard as you can. Low and hard. That's it. The sitter is what it is. It's a sitter. It's an absolute sitter. He could have chested that in. Could have used his chest. He could have used his shoulder. Could have used his face, and probably done better. But again, if it's a couple of inches lower, it's a world class thing. The ball's got whipped in at pace as well, with other edge jumping for it. So I get that. You can lose sight of what's happening. I know a lot of players fucking even close their eyes and it just hits them. So that part's the thing. But he should be scoring them goals. And, you know, if Chelsea go on to score another goal or two there and we're fucking flapping, it falls down to our striker missing chances again. It's happened in every game where it's gone close. Thankfully, we were fucking home and dry. But he then goes and does what he does for the fourth goal. So,
yeah, but it's, you know, despite the misses, it's why you can't drop him.
No, you can't. He's chaos. But if you see out to the left, he's a different man.
Yeah.
But
even on Match of the Day, sorry, just going to say, even on Match of the Day, you had Lineker, Ian Wright and Shearer talking about him and just saying, like, you know, he's always in there. His head never drops. And it's one of them, like, I'd obviously rather him be in the position to miss these fucking gilt-edged chances than not be in that position at all. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a fine line, like you say, an inch lower and the header goes in, an inch to the left, the penalty goes in. It's like, it's fine margins, but the ones he's got I don't know what it is with him when he's in front of goals. Sometimes he's clinical and he passes it into the back of the net, and other times he's just erratic, and it's mad. I just don't know what it is with him. But then he's clearly effective because, you know, he's on 22 goals and assists for the season. Like, his output in terms of what he's bringing to the team is phenomenal. It's only Salah's is better, you know what I mean? So it's like I said, you can't drop him no matter how many chances he misses.
It's also what he does off the ball and the work he puts in, lad. He's not just like, I've said it loads of times, there's other strikers there who maybe better finishers than him and natural goal scorers, but they're not involved in the game whatsoever. He's in every part of play we're involved in. He's knocking people off the ball, he's winning the ball back, he's pressing it hard, he's sprinting around, he's having a fucking good goal, so you can't knock him. And that's it. We always get behind players who have a goal. Might be the best footballers on the planet, but you're trying, you're putting your fucking heart on your sleeve, you're wearing your shirt with pride, you're doing it for us, you're doing it for the team, so we get behind him. And it's the same with him, lad. No doubt about it. He's going to put 4 or 5 past someone soon. We might have a new song against Everton soon. Won't be Rush scored 1, Rush scored 2, hopefully. But someone's going to get it. The luck's got to fall at his feet in one game where everything he touches goes in. Yeah. It's going to happen because he has that many attacks, and you can slate him all you want and say, oh, he's had the most shots. He's at the post the most times. He's shite. No, he's in that. He puts himself in that position. If he had the least shots and hit the post the least, he's not doing his job.
Yeah.
He's doing it, and he's getting the assist as well. His head's not dropping, and even like it's not even like a front. He's laughing his fucking head off at full time, pulling songs and messing out with the lads, and he's geeing the crowd up. And I don't think his individual performance affects him. I think the team affects him, and that's you can't buy that.
No, you can't. You can just tell he loves being at Liverpool and playing for the crowd, and obviously, you know, you can just tell he gets a buzz off when we chant Nunez for any little reason whatsoever. Nunez breathe. Nunez. Like, it's literally anything. But like we spoke about these type of players in the past and how the confidence players, and you know, when your striker is hitting the bar or the post 12 times in a season, then he needs that confidence all the time, and that's what's making him, you know, his head not drop all the time. How many other players would it, you know, would let their heads drop for missing hitting the post 4 or 5 times and man 12?
That's where our crowd and even the manager and the players around him are magnificent. He missed the penalty that kills that game in the first half. That game's over. We could have probably players off at half time. The game's dead. They're doing nothing to us. He's missed it. Put the game in a little bit of jeopardy before it had even fucking gone out. Nunez, Klopp's fucking clapping. The team are rallying around him, and that's what it's all about. That's why there's something special in the air for Liverpool this season, and hopefully moments like that, things that are happening, he'll have good moments going forward, and it'll work out for him. But it'll help us along the way to hopefully good things.
That's it. Let's look ahead a little bit then to Sunday. You know, this is the week Paul Merson said our season could have fell apart. Don't know how your season falls apart in a week when you're still in 4 competitions, but yeah, sound. Arsenal will be wanting revenge. They were probably, for the most part, the better team when we played them in the FA Cup, but we got the goals that mattered. So they'll be wanting, as I say, they'll be wanting to make a statement, I think, prove that they're still in the title race, because I think we go there and beat them, that's them pretty much done in it, I think. So massive game for us, massive point to prove for them. I think it's got all the makings of a fucking fiery game.
Yeah, and I don't want to disrespect them, but I feel like it's already a 2-horse race. I think even if they beat us, I think we finish above them. I think it's us and City, the 2 top dogs. I think they're in the shout, but we've got to win. We've got to go to when you need to win league titles. You've got to go to them teams and win, especially with drawing at home. So we've got to go and make the statements. We've got to go and say, look at the moment we're in. Look how good we are. Look how well we're playing in third gear. Let's show the fucking fans what we're made of. And you know, it's going to be a hard game. They're a good team. The goods are exposing you when you attack as well, which is going to be hard. But we just got to. I think the difference in our team is the likes of your Conor Bradley and your Joe Gomez, who are fixated on getting forward. They sit in, they stay in line, and then when it's on, they go. So it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a hard game. But again, look at the players we've got on our bench that can come on and spin a game. So even with this team, if it ain't going our way, I'd expect us to be able to do something to turn it. But I'm confident, lads. I just think we could have reacted two ways. We could have fallen in half and crumbled. You know, the players have felt the announcement the same as us, tenfold. They're with the man every single day. That it's like fucking their our fellas to some of them.
Yeah.
You know, but the way the team's responded has been the opposite of that. They've come out and, you know, you've heard Allison in the tunnel, we give our life, and Canate saying he'll give everything he's got till the end of the season, and that's what it's going to be like now. It's hard to beat a team that want to win for more than just the trophies, for more than just the fans. It's going to be hard to beat us, but let's hope it doesn't fucking make a fool out of me after Sunday. But I just think no matter what happens, we're staying in the title race till the very end.
Yeah,
we've got it. City aren't going to lose many more points. They're going through the gears now, going through the motions nicely. but there's always a banana skin for them every now and again. We've just got to keep winning, lad. It's in our hands.
Yeah, well, they've still got to come to Anfield. That's never an easy game for them. They don't really like coming to Anfield, and with the way the crowd is at the minute, and the way with the way that could be poised at the time, that could be that could be like a Barcelona night. That could be a Chelsea 05 type of atmosphere if the fans are up for it properly. Like that could be one of the best atmospheres we've witnessed in a long time.
It will be 100%. It will be. It'll be second to be like fucking gold dust, but
They already are for the end of the season.
Fill the ground with the right people, and you get the right atmospheres. It's as simple as that. Fill it with supporters and passionate Reds, and not people who are going to just be there and witness it. But at the end of the day, lad, if there's only half of the stadium full of the right people, that'll be enough. Because when we get up, we fucking get up, lad. So, I think Arsenal's going to be a tough game. We've just got to play our way. We've got to not overthink it too much, not over attack. We don't necessarily have to win the game.
Yeah,
I think. I thought I froze. Yeah, I think we just need to go and play as if like we're the better team. Let them come at us and let's try and pick them off. But whether they allow that, I don't know. We've got to. You can't give them too much possession.
Yeah,
you can't let them bully you because they do look dangerous. That happened in the cup where we let them have way too much of the ball, and we never actually got a foothold in the game for a long period of time. But I think give them a false pretense that we're struggling. Let them have a bit of the ball and then hit them on the counter attack and show them we're fucking dangerous and we're about to bite. And I think, it's exciting to see what team we're going to put out. I don't think it matters who they put out. I just think Liverpool are going to be hungry. We're going to go there. The away end will be fucking bouncing as well. It'll be another one. It'll be a special away end. Be a big game for all of us. Be fantastic. But take a 1-0 right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Last minute, fucking just It's going to be tough. I think it's going to be our toughest game of the season. If I'm being honest, I think it's a harder away than City is. Was at the time anyway when they didn't have, no Haaland scored, no Haaland, but no De Bruyne and things like that at the time when we played them. I think right now Arsenal is a harder away. Like I said, I think they probably feel like they've got a point to prove against us, and I just think they'll be right up for it. But like you said, if you want to win the league, you got to go there and you got to get a result. Just obviously we want to win, but not losing is imperative. I think it's just you've got to get something out of it. You can't come home empty-handed. I think as long as we don't do that, we're laughing. Yeah,
I agree. I want the 3 points, but in normal circumstances, in normal football leagues, so the top 4, you take a point all day and you win at home. That's it. That's how it should be. But you fucking can't afford that with Man City because they're just fucking horrible. But if we come out of it with a point and Man City don't absolutely obliterate their next opponents, where it looks like fucking hell, here we go, then sound. But I want the 3 points. I think we're capable of the 3 points. I think the pressure might get to them a little bit more because they are, as you say, it's shit or bust for them, and they've got to win.
Yeah.
They've got to win, so I think they're going to come out with that mentality that they're going to try and kill us early, and that might benefit us. But quite happy to see them have 90% possession and no shots, and us fucking ride the storm. What we could do with, got to contradict myself, we could do with doing the opposite for the first 5 minutes and taking the game to them and shutting their fans up for 5 minutes. For the 5 minutes they'll sing, shut them up, get out of the way and bouncing. And see what comes of it. But it's exciting, lad, isn't it? It's always a good game. But, it's nervy. I'm all cocky and confident in that until the day, and then I feel sick.
It's just the front, that's all it is. You're acting cocky for the viewers.
Do you know what? I feel at the minute, it's because I'm so confident in Liverpool, lad, and sometimes it's because of me dad. My dad's the same. He makes you just think we fucking walk on water, and we do. But I think I said it a few weeks ago. I just can't see anyone beating us fairly. There's too much in our locker. I think even we've had games this season where we look absolutely fucking abysmal for 45 minutes. and then we come out a brand new team, different energy, different mould, and it's just like, how the fuck's that the same Liverpool as before? But we've got all different aspects in our locker now, and I think Klopp's getting a lot of help on the sideline after like your Linders and that. I think he's listening.
Yeah,
more
definitely.
than ever. I think if something's not quite working, we're familiar with it. We only had a plan A for years, didn't we? Now we've got plan A, B, and C. It's fucking brilliant, lad. I've just got all the faith in the world in these lads. And as I've said before, if this season ends with nothing, then we're fucking gutted. If we make the top four and we get to a final, which we've already achieved, you want to win the cup. But our main goal this season is to finish top four and maybe sneak a cup. I can't see us going out of any of the cups, and I can see us being in the title race till the very end. I just hope it's not till the fucking last day where they end up playing someone shit.
Yeah, no, that's I can't be dealing with that again. And it's Wolves' last game of the season again, and we've been there twice already, and it didn't end how we wanted it to. So just no, no, thank you. Just wrap it up before it. No, look, whatever happens this season, lad, is special. Just because of the situation with Klopp now, it's special just because of that anyway. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough game, but it's one we're very, very capable of going on and winning, like we've already shown in the cup, because they played probably the team that's going to play on Sunday last time. So we've proven we can do it, with the exception of maybe Ramsdale. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So before we wrap up here, then I know business is booming for you at the minute, Jay. What have you got to show us this week?
I don't want to make it about this all the time, but obviously,
I think you should.
No, do you know what, lad? I don't want to feel like a fucking leech, to be honest, where something bad's happened and I've gone, oh, let's produce a fucking t-shirt. So the first and foremost, produced the flag, which was not intended to be a t-shirt, was not intended to feature on a t-shirt, but got asked by that many people. So we got that. That's just a thank you to Jurgen. It's, you know what, it's for what I want. It's for people who want to fucking go the match and maybe go, yeah, I'm in support of the manager. That's all what it's for. That's why I've done it. That's a Klopp top. That's another Jurgen Klopp top. It's hard when they're in the packages, but the people, so I can't take them out, lad, unfortunately. No. We got that one.
Yeah.
I'm in love with him and I feel fine on Abbey Road. And then obviously we've got Wembley. There's fucking loads here. Got Wembley, Anfield South, the greatest team in Europe, and we're going to Wembley. I'm seeing if I've got the flag one. I don't think they printed one for me.
Well, while Jay rummages, obviously you've all seen the flag that he's on about. That was on the Kop. There's been pictures everywhere. Yeah, we won a lot.
Won the fucking lot.
Yeah, the flag that has been pictured 1,000,001 times. There you go. Jurgen lives forever. Obviously a nod to the famous Shankly flag from many years ago. Did you, like, I know you'd obviously had that idea last minute and it was, it's a relatively simple one, but like, did you ever imagine that it was going to blow up the way it did?
No, not at all. And you know what? I didn't think about it. I didn't think about anyone else being in the ground or how it would look. I just couldn't imagine myself, me and him seeing it. And I don't even think he did, to be honest, because I was fucking in the middle of the Kop. But the response I got from people in the Kop, people giving me a nod, and there was a lot of like, look at that. And it captured a moment for people who've seen it. Big podcasts, big fucking companies and that have all shared it because it struck a chord with them, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted him to see it and know the reference and know what he means to us. Don't, because I want to cry again, but I wanted him to see what he means to us as Liverpool fans, and I think he's not dead and he's not ill. He's made a decision for the benefit of him and his family for the time being. But whatever happens between now and the end of the season, whatever he wins, when he doesn't win, what he's already done for this club, not just as a manager, as a man, he will live forever. And I hope he gets a statue before he leaves. I hope it gets unveiled so he can see it as manager. Something nothing happens where you couldn't hear name a fucking stand after him, do something while he's currently the manager. But Get the idea with the flag, as I say, was just on emotion.
Yeah.
What can I do? What can I do that's relevant, that's noticeable, that captures? You can't. Everyone said you can't be bigger than Shankly. You couldn't be loved more than Shankly, and I think you might argue that now. He's up there, and I've said it before. I think he's our greatest ever manager. I actually do. He's won absolutely everything in the time he's been here. At a time where the red carpet's been rolled out for another team to just go and take the lot, and he's been a hindrance to them. So for me, he's the best ever.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it's an unenviable task, isn't it, to replace him, and it's going to be tough. But we don't have to worry about that yet. Like we said, we've got, what is it now, 28 games maximum left with Klopp. And if they all go the way the last two have gone, it's going to be a fucking mad, wild 28 games. And
it's going to be the same as
for it.
every other season, lad. It's, a roller coaster of emotion, madness. It's just he's added to it with this.
Yeah,
but I just want to say thanks again to Claire's Customs, for actually painting that for me, because as much as I'm all right on an iPad and doing t-shirts and shit, sitting there in a fucking living room painting words on a bed sheet just was something I couldn't get my head around. So I messaged her and she sorted it straight away to say, got the material. I think she ripped it off a bed and put 2 poles in it. So if you need any artwork or anything like that, give her a shout, because she's spot on, world class at what she does.
Yeah, and I'll tag Claire in the post when I put this on Twitter and that as well.
I've got work off of there actually, but it's on my wall, so I'm not showing you. But it's Klopp with the European Cup and the league. But again, she's done it in like charcoal or pencil or something like that. It's mad how people are that creative. But yeah, the next few games we've got, the last few months we've got a Jurgen Klopp. We've got to put the news behind us now and enjoy him. Don't dwell on it, and also maybe don't sing a song too early. Yeah. Let's sing it when we're winning the game. Let's not do something he doesn't want us to do. Sing it before kick-off. Sing it on the 90th minute when we're winning, but let's not put any added pressure on games. Yeah. Let's not every single game about him. Let's remember that our football club's playing. We want to win. We want to win trophies, whether Klopp is leaving or not. We want to go and succeed. So we've got to get behind the lads playing in red as well as the.
Definitely. Although he has changed his tune on that a little bit since it all. He's now said that as long as it's loud, I don't care.
Right.
And that's all we want. We want a loud Anfield. But
I wish we got the Jurgen Klopp nah going again, because I think that's better. It's just. But I wish we'd actually sing the fucking song. The words to the song is the best.
And slow it down. Like, slow them all down. They're all too fast. But that's a story for another episode. Let's wrap it up there then. So we will be back, obviously, after the Arsenal game, and then after the Burnley game. And Jay's just showing us his glass for some reason.
Yeah, this is what Klopp means to me, right? One of the last presents my ma got me before she died for my 30th birthday. This makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. James, 30 today, you've waited your whole life for Klopp. And like,
yes,
not like, I'm so proud of you, son. Well done on everything you've achieved in life. You've waited your whole life for Klopp. And she's right. We did. We waited for that, frankly, and we've got him. And sadly, he's leaving us. But Liverpool Football Club will go on. It just might never be the same again.
They will. It might not. But it's only one way we find out, isn't it? But until next time, up Jurgen Klopp's Reds.
Up the fucking Reds.